The first question I have is when looking to attract the highest quality traffic to a website, the common advice is to focus on buyer intent. What is the most important principle that you use to ensure your ads are not only attracting users who are high intent, but they're also in the decision-making phase?
So you want to think through both in keywords and also a lot of times people overlook how much goes on the content of the landing page. Really think through what information are your customers authentically using when they're searching for your products. Things like sizing charts, things like the materials that your products are made out of. Make sure that if they're searching for a particular type of question, typically you're answering that question both on your landing page and then the way they're asking that question is the keywords that you're targeting. One thing else you can do for Google Ads, especially in this day and age of automated targeting, where you're using something like a performance max, you're not necessarily specifying keywords, you're just letting Google go out and put your content, put your website in front of people who it believes are likely to purchase from you. A lot of times, Google's going to get a little bit testy with some of those things that are on the periphery that aren't really a great fit. I always think of this in terms of for service-based businesses, if somebody's searching for a web developer, always want to make sure to have a negative keyword for web development jobs because Google will say, hey, we'll put it in any keyword that has web development in it, when in reality, you want people coming to your site because they've got that buyer intent to, look for and buy your services, not looking for jobs in your particular service area. So you can use negative keywords for that. And I always tell people, be as conservative as possible when you start putting in negative keywords. Use a ton of negative keywords, even if there's something that you can imagine a customer searching for. A good example of this is competitor keywords. You could imagine a customer searching for your competitor and then ultimately buying from you. Go ahead and block that anyway, because realize that you're not looking for the broadest possible set of words that people could come into your site on. You want to have the most focused set as possible, because what you're really doing is saying that if I'm only going to pay for 10 visits to the site in a given period of time, I want the 10 most highest intent visits possible and the people who have those highest intent keywords coming to my site. I don't want, just a spread shot of all the people who could possibly be searching for a product like mine.